Hi guys, it's Rory from Own Home Loans, and thanks for your interest in this video. So we work with a lot of people to try to get them in a better financial position, get them ready to buy a house quite often. So a lot of the time that takes some savings, and it takes moving someone from where they are today with X to really ramp up their savings to get them the place that they want. So we often get asked, or we often have conversations around the best ways to do that. So this kind of brings together a few different elements of what we discuss. The number one thing is really simple, and it's just choosing to do it and saying, right, I'm going to save this. I believe it. I'm going to make it happen. And then setting your goal, saying, right, I need to save an extra 10 grand. I need to save an extra 100 grand, whatever the figure is, that's your goal. And you're doing it for this purpose. You're doing it to buy a home, for your deposit, or it could be something else. You're saving up to buy a car, or you're saving up for a holiday, whatever it is. Have your goal and set your budget and say, okay, to hit this goal, this is how much I need to do. And then look at your individual budget to say, this is what I'm spending at the moment, reviewing it, having a critical look through where your money goes to see where are some savings that you can make. And I'll go back to that a little bit later. So then you set your plan, you say, okay, these are the areas that I'm going to attack. These are the areas that I see the low-hanging fruit to get myself into a better position to increase my savings, and then regularly review that plan and say, okay, look back a month later and say, this is what I tried to achieve this month. Did I achieve it? Did I overachieve it? What can I tweak for next time? So it's really important just to have that little cycle running so that you are on, so you've got a way of navigating through these principles. And there's definitely some other videos on exactly that that I've done that you might want to check out if you want more information on that. One way that we find works really well is having buckets of money. So basically having your pay paid into a savings account and then having that money flow through automatically to other accounts in your financial ecosystem to make it easy. So you have a certain amount going into a spending account, your pocket money, if you like, your allowance, how much you're going to spend over the next week or month. And you have amount going to bills, an amount going to an emergency fund. You're basically choosing the accounts that you need for your goals and having that money just filter through automatically, and really trying to stick to the amount in your spending account. That is so important. So how can we make that spending amount as low as possible? Well, that's getting rid of some bad debts, so getting rid of some crappy consumer debts, and there's some really good ways to do that. Again, I've got some other information on that, but really focusing on, okay, I've got this credit card debt, I've got this personal loan, they've got to go. How are we going to get through those as quickly as possible, and focusing on getting rid of those. So once they're gone, saving money becomes a lot easier because you're not paying someone interest, you're actually earning interest, which is really powerful, obviously. Then it's looking through your transactions, looking through where your money goes and saying, okay, what stuff can I cut out? I'd be so surprised if you didn't look through your accounts and find something that can easily go. Is it, are you paying for a subscription service or an app or something that you just do not need? Or are you seeing that, you are spending a lot of money on lunches or coffees or whatever it might be, but you can actually say, I really don't need to be spending that or quite that amount. So getting rid of that low-hanging fruit. And then the stuff that stays, so there's obviously things you need to spend money on, but are you getting the best deal on those? You need electricity. When's the last time you spoke to your electricity provider or others? Finance is obviously a way to make some savings in your budget. So utilities and finance are absolutely areas that so many people can save money, but there are certainly more. Then it might be digging down to which brands am I buying, and is there an equivalent product with a cheaper brand? So these are just some ways that your regular spending can be adjusted so that you're actually saving more money, and then automatically make sure those savings stay in your savings accounts, okay? They're not in an easily, readily accessible place that you can just adjust from one spending to another, because people are really, really good at okay, I've saved $100 here, but now something amazing pops up that's going to cost you $100. So just be careful about that and make sure that when you do make a savings, you bank that saving in. And something is really, really important, I think, that we've worked with our clients on is just stopping the impulse buying. So what can you do? What mechanism can you put in place to stop an impulse buy? So you see a piece of clothing, some sort of consumer good or electrical good or whatever it might be, and say, okay, I like it, I really like it, I'm not going to buy it today, I'm going to come back in a week and buy it. And so you cut that impulse out and just see if you really wanted that product, or something cheaper might have popped up. So once you're looking for it, you might be able to save money that way. But really, it's about having a process, setting your goals, setting a plan in place, taking a bit of ownership of how your money flows through your financial ecosystem is a really, really important first step. And then seeing where those savings are made, and then having a look back, reviewing it, and see where else you can attack next, or what's working well and what's not. But it's an ongoing process. It doesn't take long, but it's worth just a little bit of focus, and you'll be, I reckon, pleasantly surprised at the position that it puts you in. Love to chat more about how this relates to you in your personal situation. Please reach out to me, Rory at Own Home Loans. Thanks so much.